Welcome to Extra Time at World Sevens, a brand new mini-series coming to you over the next 5 days, digging into all the action on the pitch at the third edition of the World Sevens right here in London. I'm Rachel.
I'm Sophie.
And this is Extra Time at World Sevens. Right, so this series is going to consist of, an introductory episode, first and foremost, where we look ahead to this mini tournament this week, chat about who's involved, what players we're excited to see. Maybe you can dig into the tactics a little bit, tell people what kind of formations we might expect from some of these teams. And then we're going to bring you a roundup each day of each match day, which has 6 games. Some of the action will bring you a little bit from the players at the game as well, and maybe 1 or 2 special guests if you're very lucky. And this is all, of course, gearing up to the biggest game in the domestic calendar, the Women's FA Cup final, which is taking place on Sunday. So a real festival of football from Thursday to Sunday, absolutely chock-a-block, and it is very much WSL coded, isn't it?
It is, definitely.
And they are split into 2 groups as well, which we're going to dig into, so that all teams basically play each other, or all teams play a team twice. They play 2 games essentially across 2 days before they're then split into your semi-finals and then culminating in your final on Saturday as well. The sun is shining for this one. I think it's going to be a pretty glorious couple of days, don't you?
Yeah, and Brentford's always fun.
Brentford is fun. It's a good ground to pick. It's small, it's intimate, and I think it really lends itself to this kind of style. We're going to get through all of that, so make sure you're following us across all of our socials. We are at Girls on the Ball on everything. Make sure you're following World Sevens as well. They're going to be covering everything on the pitch, off the pitch, the vibes, the goal celebrations, the walk-ons. Absolutely everything is going to be over there, and we're going to be a little bit more football focused on ours as well. So if you're subscribed as well, wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening to this podcast, you will not miss a minute of the action. Whew, I'm looking forward to it, are you?
I am.
Okay.
Well, you're very looking forward to it.
I'm very looking forward to it.
She's very energetic.
Right. For those people maybe living under a rock who maybe haven't got their heads around what World Sevens is exactly, maybe they've forgotten, can you tell us a little bit of what's the format? How does it look? How does it work?
So it's 7v7 rather than 11v11. So smaller pitches. They've custom built pitches within the Brentford Stadium, I think. And yeah, it's a 30-minute game, 2 halves of 15 minutes, rolling subs, no offsides. So
that just sounds like
with that.
Speed. A lot of speed.
A lot of speed, a lot of transitions, but also a lot of skill. It's about the technical side of the game as much as anything.
So what are we looking out for? Because it's obviously going to be different from 11v11, as you said. It feels a lot more kind of attacking focused. We're not going to go into the detailed tactics yet. That's for the next section. But just, are we going to see a bit of flair? Are we going to see players, maybe show off a little bit? Can we see some players in their element that maybe we wouldn't expect to see perform at that level because maybe this form just kind of suits them?
Yeah, I mean, you're thinking about the more technical players out there who love to have the ball at the feet and have that close technical control. It's, emphasis is on the skill, the ball control, and it's about short, quick passing, not trying to send it long. You can kind of leave the goalkeeper unpressed, when you're thinking out of possession, pressing the defenders, because if you force the goalkeeper to go long, it's easy.
Yeah.
Easy pickings for you to pick it up with your defenders at the back. So it's kind of that kind of short, sharp passing, fast tempo. There's a lot of ball touches per player, people get on the ball. You have a lot of skill on show.
Okay, I'm excited. What teams do you think will do well versus what teams might struggle? Or maybe teams who in that area of the pitch are sharp and exciting and might flourish, and then maybe teams who are less kind of in the opposition half a lot and maybe haven't had as much experience this season of having those opportunities?
So I do, if you're looking at the roster of teams.
The roster, very American, yeah.
Leicester City is probably the one you would think would struggle because they play quite structured defensive football, but then they haven't scored many goals this season. They haven't had that, but you never know. This might bring them a new lease of life and give their players a real chance to shine within that. But when you're thinking about teams that play other teams, someone that will shine, I think is I do think Yukimu Miki at Everton. I will talk about her a bit later. Those kind of technical players, those fast players, those skillful players, Lauren James. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see. I remember in Portugal last year, in Estoril, and some players really came out of the woodwork, like Samir Wuju had a brilliant tournament. So I'm interested to see who might shine a bit of a light on themselves that we don't normally see in an 11v11 game.
Okay, let's get into the more maybe tactical side of things and give our listeners and viewers a bit of an idea of how some of these teams might set up and why those formations might work. So in a recent Instagram video we did, which was like a minute long, less than, you gave a super brief rundown of some of those formations. Maybe you can delve into this a little bit more. We've got the Christmas tree, we've got the classic, and we've got the attack formations. So tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, so bear in mind, I am in my learning stages about 7v7. I've grown up all my life with 11v11, so in the last few weeks I've been having a crash course a little bit. So
we can learn together.
I will not profess to know everything, but the more standard formations, as it were, is a 3-2-1, which is a tree as a shape, and that is very structured. So you've got 3 defenders, 2 midfielders and 1 attacker. And so you are solid at the back, you've protected your midfield, but you have the opportunity to support your attacks going forward. But it's a little bit more defensively minded, a bit more, taking care of the ball out of possession, or taking care of things out of possession a bit more, so that you're not left, on the counter attack, or being hit by counter attacks all the time. Then you have the 2-3-1, which is kind of the classic one that people play. It's also a stable one. The wingers, so in the 3 you have a central midfielder in the middle, and then you have 2 wide players. They can track back to support your defence, but they can also go forward to support and do those runs forward to try and exploit the spaces, because while there's less space on a football pitch, there's more space because there's less players, as it were.
Yes, and it's a bit wider.
So it's more about using those wide players, both in terms of the defensive side and tracking back and protecting your backline or your defence, and then also using them to support the attack, so they can shine in that format. Okay, and then maybe our favourite one, the more chaotic one. The more chaotic one, the 2-1-2-1, is kind of similar, that one, but it's more attack orientated. Yeah. So you do have the back 2, and you have a defensive midfielder, and then you have the 2 and the 1. So you can think to be more offensively orientated. You could also go with something crazy like a 3-1-1-1-1, go really narrow down the front, or all-out attack, which is 1-3-1. 1-3-2. 1-3-2. Sorry. 1-3-2.
That would be quite fun. That feels like it'd be quite chaotic. In terms of like things people should look out for, I'm guessing like quite a lot of pressing, because I guess there's less players, so I was going to say it'd be less tiring, but a smaller pitch, so you can expect a bit more transitional football. Yeah, it's going to be man-for-man marking work, so tight defending, trying to pinch the ball off them, but then if they can wriggle through them, then you can have some joy because there's more space in behind. I think it's going to be, as I said before, in terms of out of possession, pressing the back line, pressing the defenders, trying to enable them not to be able to get the ball, so that you give the goalkeeper something to think about when they're passing out from the back, because they don't want to go long, they want to build up. You also don't want to overload yourself offensively, because then you just risk a quick transition. Yeah, being hit by the transition, by the break, by the other team. So, very fast, very quick, tight spaces, quick passing. I imagine we'll see some of the flair and kind of skills come to life with 1v1s. They're going to be really fun to watch in this one. I think so. From our experience as well last year in Estoril, those kind of players really, really shine. And it's interesting to see how players adapt to the format. I think when we talked to Maz Pacheco last week, she was really looking forward to having a bit more freedom. Lots of rotations, finding herself maybe on the wide areas, sometimes up front. There are, a lot of movement around the place. You have to be very fit. And it's rolling substitutions as well. So you could have essentially the width is going to be super important. You've got fullbacks who can play in that position. You've got wingers who can play in that position. So it can be a really potent area of the pitch the whole way through, which I think would be super exciting. So that's what you want to look at. No offsides. No offsides. So you can stick a player up and not worry, have the rest of the team worry about the out of possession, because then you could always lob it up.
Well, always try and hit on the counter-attack and have a player up there because there's no offsides.
Okay, so you're going to be looking at, pressing, transitions, you're going to be looking at 1v1s, the impact of rotations and substitutions during the game, and basically how quickly a game can swing. Yeah. Which could be quite fun.
But then, as I said in that little mini video I did, all of this can go out the window and it could just be chaos. End up like 7-8 or something.
Okay, let's have a quick rundown of all of the teams coming into this one. What you're going to do is you're going to give me a bit of a one-sentence expectation, right, how you think they might do, who you think will be their top goal scorer, and a player that our viewers and listeners should look out for. There might be obvious players, but there might be less obvious players who will do well in this format. Okay, so let's start with Chelsea.
I'm going to go one sentence explanation. I think they'll have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think they will get to at least a semi-final. They've got enough quality when you're thinking about the likes of Alyssa Thompson or Lauren James and stuff like that. Top goal scorer, I'm going to go Lauren James, and I'm also going to go player to watch Lauren James, just because I think this format is just, she's born to do this format. Like that kind of, her technical ability is out of this world. We know that. When she dribbles with the ball at her feet, she has it stuck to her like glue. So I think she's going to have a lot of fun out there.
It's who immediately comes to mind when I think of those 1v1 battles. LJ is the one I'm thinking of. Outside of her boot, teasing the defender, pulling them all around the place. And I think I'm going to ask you not to have every goal scorer and player to watch the same, but in this instance, I can fully understand you putting LJ as the one to watch and the top goal scorer. Okay, Everton, one sentence expectation.
I think this could quite suit their kind of midfield and forward players. So, and we do know that they do have a good defence as well. So,
and a great goalkeeper.
An outside shout at a semi-final.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I mean, I'm going to lose track of this all the way through, so I might give everyone a semi-final spot by the end of it. But, top goal scorer, I reckon, will be... I think Sarah Kramsar could have quite a lot of fun being the target player out there. Also, Yuka Mimiki, I think. She's been in amongst the goals recently in the second half of the year. She is so skillful and so underrated as well. So I think she could have fun.
Is she your one to watch?
No, one to watch, I'm going to go Maz.
Maz
Pacheco, because I think this really suits her. As a wide player, she loves to attack. As a fullback, maybe the attacking side is slightly stronger than her defending side. So I think against Arsenal, she was playing number 9 at points, or 10. She was like floating around. So I think she's going to have fun out there.
Okay, London City, one sentence expectation.
Going to be interesting. This one sentence expectations are hard.
I know you ramble a bit.
So they like to counter-attack.
Yeah.
And I think they could try a bit more solid in midfield, use the midfield area, and then try and hit players on the counter-attack. Top goal scorer, Freya Godfrey. One player to watch, I'm going to go with Delphine Cascarino. I think she is another one who is just made for this game.
Okay, Leicester. They were one of the last ones to be announced in the lineup. And they've obviously come off the back of a difficult week. Yeah. Could this be an opportunity for them to go out and just kind of enjoy themselves?
I really hope they just have fun, because it's been a torrid time for them. Everything that happened on Saturday is, probably not the thing they wanted to be doing after necessarily, but it's a real chance for those players to go out and just have some fun and enjoy playing football again. And I expect the shackles to be off a bit.
No Christmas tree from Leicester. Top goal scorer.
Noémie Mouchon, I think, will be class if she's given an opportunity. And then player to watch, I'm going to go Jutta Rantala.
Okay.
In the squad, obviously had a bit of an injury hit season, in and out, but maybe a really good opportunity to get some minutes in her legs.
Yeah. Okay. Manchester United, they're back again. Give me your summary.
So last year, Manchester United got to the final, and I think it's because they really relaxed into the tournament. And I think being the team that, was there before as well, is probably really beneficial. They know what it's all about. They know about the walk-ins, the fun, how to relax into it. It's not like everything is not a bit new to them. So I think they could thrive once again.
Okay, top goal scorer.
Melvin Mallard.
And one player to watch.
And also does a cool celebration.
Yes, she's one for the Sallies.
One to watch. I'm going to just go with, again, Awuja.
Yeah?
Simi, yeah.
She was great last time out. Okay, West Ham. We spoke to manager Rita Guarino. She's very excited about it. And another one who mentioned the fact that they often do 7v7 in training. So it's the thing they all really love doing in training, and now they get a chance to just actually do it as a match.
Yeah, I think they'll be maybe a bit more structured in the way they approach things. But they're going to have fun with it. I think Rita, in the interview that we did, when we talked to her about it, she was very much Looking forward to it, as you said. Top goal scorer. Let's go Becky.
Yeah.
I think. I think she's class, and she's been having a really good end to the season and in form in front of goal.
Who's our player to watch?
Go Vivienne Asai.
Okay.
I think, she maybe hasn't had her most productive season, but we all know what she can do with the ball at her feet, and this might be the format.
You've also got a player like an Una Siren who can whack it from miles out and score absolute wonder goals. So a few to watch for them. Okay, Tottenham. I'm quite excited about Tottenham.
So Rachel thinks Tottenham are going to win it.
We're going to do that later in the episode. You just ruined my predictions. Right, go on.
So
Spoiler.
I think they have a really good chance. They're really embracing it as well. I remember going to Brisbane Road like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and all of the World Sevens stuff was out on the desk, and they were really embracing it. So I think they will really get into it, and Martin Ho will find it quite fun tactically, I think, to go about this one. So they're going to have fun.
Top goal scorer.
Top goal scorer.
It's got to be Olivia Holt, no?
Olivia Holt, yeah, you're right. We'll go with Olivia Holt.
And player to watch?
Sydney Gapsett.
She's going to love this. This is the opportunity. She's great 1v1. You've seen it as the season has gone on. She's improved with that. And now she's got, I don't know, there's a little bit less pressure on her to worry about what's going on behind when she's going forward. And I'll go into this when I do my predictions. It's already been spoiled, but I'll tell you why in a bit. All right, last team, Aston Villa. How do you think they're going to get on?
I think they're going to also have fun because...
They're all getting into a semi-final. It's going to be amazing.
No, but when you think about the way that Natalia likes to play football, is that kind of direct play. It's less about the defensive side of the game. It's more about the attack.
Perfect for this.
Hitting, using your central midfielders and hitting, the 2 strikers that they use up front. So in 11v11. So I think they're going to suit this quite well.
Top goal scorer?
We're going to go Kirsty Hansen just because of her form as well throughout the season.
And a player to watch?
Lucia Kendall, so technical in that middle.
When I was chatting earlier about teams I think that this formation might suit, the teams I was thinking of were the likes of Aston Villa and the likes of Tottenham. I mean, Chelsea are the same. Chelsea always look so fun when they go forward, but teams like Tottenham and Aston Villa, when they kind of get into the opposition half, you can kind of go, oh, okay, this is fun to watch. Moving the ball really quickly. And I just think they're the kind of teams that maybe this could really enjoy this. So I'm excited for that. Okay, now, surprise, surprise, we're going to get into our predictions. Always good to kind of let you hold us accountable for this because we can go back to these in the final episode and see if I was completely wrong about Tottenham. But for me, I feel like winner and dark horse, Tottenham is my dark horse / maybe the one I think are going to win it. I don't know why. I think we were watching a game together and I messaged you and we're like, I think they might do it at World Sevens. I just think when they're kind of front 6 maraud forward, they look unbelievable, like a steamroller. So if they can get that running, it could be really fun. So they're my
one of your dark horse.
I kind of feel like they're my dark horse then, aren't they? Chelsea the winner and Tottenham my dark horse, maybe. Because I can't say winner. Who's my Chelsea or Tottenham are also a dark horse for me. I can't do it, Sophie. Who's your winner?
I'm going to go all out and say Aston Villa.
I love it.
I'm just going to put it out there, come
on.
Then
who's your dark horse?
Let's go Everton.
Okay.
I'm here to rock the boat a bit, not have the status quo win it.
Okay, have you got any decent reasoning behind that?
Well, yeah, no, I think Everton are very technical players. Okay. And I think they've probably been practicing a little bit over the last 2 weeks. And I think they'll be ready to go. And they have got, Mimiki, Hayashi, Maz Pacheco, Hannah Blundell will have fun out there, I think. Zara up front, Kelly Gargo, we've got...
Tony Payne?
Yeah, Tony Payne.
This could be the type of tournament for her.
You've got a lot of players who can make it count.
I understand. Golden Boot top scorer, I'm going to go LJ.
LJ.
I just think LJ is going to absolutely love this.
Yeah.
And I know people have said, maybe some players are tired and, but this format, you can go in, blast it for 10 minutes, score a load of goals and then come and sit back down.
That's why clubs are really happy to do it because it's not so taxing. It's not like going 11v11 where you only have, a few subs. You can constantly roll on and roll off. So you're not putting players through an awful lot of work. It's half an hour and they're not on the pitch.
And it's pressure off as well. There's music playing. It's just a completely different environment to enjoy. And I think players like an LJ are the ones that are going to thrive. Player of the tournament. Now, this is always hard. If you get a player who bangs in a whole ton of goals, it's kind of hard not to give them player of the tournament. But I'm going to go Signe Gupset.
Yeah, someone to like really make a headline.
Yeah. And I think, she came in January, got a player of the match in her first game, said, Martin said she was only at 60%. She's been improving as the season has gone on, and I think this could be a real opportunity for her to kind of unshackle and kind of go all out, and I think this could be a really fun tournament for her. Are you going to go the same?
I'll go the same.
Oh, God. How interesting for you guys. Okay, yeah, as I said, we'll go back to these in the final episode and either regret or feel really smug about it. Do let us know what you think, who you think's going to win it, who's going to get the golden boot, who's going to be player of the tournament, and who is your dark horse. Yeah, this is what I like about it, is that some people can really surprise you, some teams can really surprise you. Okay, so things to look forward to tomorrow. It is day 1, first day, Brentford Stadium, the GTEC Stadium. Fixtures are as follows: Chelsea versus Everton, London City versus Leicester, Manchester United versus West Ham, Tottenham versus Aston Villa, London City versus Everton, and Chelsea versus Leicester. So a couple of teams playing 2 games. Doors open at 2 p.m. First match kicks off at 3 p.m, and there is one every hour on the hour until 8 p.m. So, of course, they are 30-minute matches, and then we do a little bit of mix zone for us anyway. Quick turnaround for the teams. Everyone limbers up for their walk-ons, which I'm also excited to see. And I think, especially since Estoril has become a real thing of people just trying to one-up each other with their walk-ons. So they will definitely be all over your socials, especially if you're following World Sevens. So you're going to see all of them, and then we will be back tomorrow night. We'll release our match day episode, match day 1 of everything going on. So if you can't make it to the football, be sure to tune in. We'll be dropping that episode for you to listen to. If you can't make it to the football, tune in anyway. Tell us if you think we got it right. Tell us if you think there were different players that maybe stood out for you or different teams that surprised you. We would love to hear from you. Drop us some comments. Leave us some comments on socials as well. Otherwise, we will chat to you tomorrow evening after match day 1.